Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Paulo Ambrosio. I'm an artist and illustrator. And today, ChatGPT is going to say what we are going to draw in our sketchbook. And when I say we, I mean you and I, because we are going to do this together. This is a follow along activity and it's great for warm-ups and if you just want to draw something but you don't really know what to do. So grab your sketchbook and let's ask ChatGPT what we are going to draw today. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask, so bear with me. Hey, Chat. I'm always nice to ChatGPT because I want them to have mercy for my soul when the robots take over, you know? Very reasonable, I think. Can you create... I'm gonna ask for 10 prompts. I'm not gonna do 10, but I wanna have options, you know? And then I'm going to choose only 3 for today. Can you create 10 prompts for me to draw? Add the word random. Is this still random? I think that's the right one. And I'm going to add something else to make it harder or easier? I think easier. Can you choose the main 3 colors for each? Thank you. Thank you. I wrote that wrong. Let's see. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't know which one to choose. I'm going to have lunch now, and I'm going to think about it. And when I choose, I'm going to look for some reference pictures. So if you don't want to look for reference pictures like I'm going to, you can just follow along with mine. I'm going to put them on the screen so you can draw from those reference pictures or choose the ones that you like as well. And if you just want to draw something but you don't want to think, you're welcome to just copy what I'm doing, because copying other artists' work is only not welcome when you're going to pretend it's yours, but when you're just having fun and using that to learn or, you know, or understand how to draw something, it's okay. I remember when I did some painting classes a few years ago, it was normal for me to bring something I found on Pinterest and try to recreate that. So it's okay if you don't want to think, you just want to draw something. That can be fun. Sometimes you just want to draw something for fun and you don't want to think about it. So that's okay as well. You're welcome to do that. So grab your stuff. I'm going to have lunch and think about this, but for you it's going to happen now. Let's go to that. So for this activity, I'm going to be using colored pencils, and you can use whatever materials you have, but I'm going to use this one. It's from the brand Prismacolor. So the first prompt that I chose was actually the first on the list. It is whimsical forest creature. The colors are emerald green. The colors are emerald green, soft lavender, and warm yellow. So to begin, I'm just going to sketch something with a regular pencil. And I chose these 2 images of a bunny and this cute little flower, I think. I don't know which flower this is, but I thought that could be fun to mix these two images together. This prompt is a little bit challenging for me because I don't really do creatures and fantasy stuff like this, so I guess that's the fun of this challenge, because you do different things. I'm recording this after I already drew so I know how it's looking, so I know how it's going to look in the end. And I actually really liked how this one turned out. I honestly liked all of them, but you're going to find out that later. I'm going to lightly erase some of the traces because I'm going to retrace everything with the color pencil, and I don't really want to have the gray showing up. You don't really have to do this, it's just, I don't know why I did it. I did what I did. I followed my heart. You don't need to do this. Now I'm just retracing everything with the lavender color pencil. I don't use colored pencils a lot. I don't know why, because I actually really like them. I like the effect, and I really like that you can blend the colors depending on how much pressure you use. So I think I'm going to use them a lot more now. I confess that I use digital. I actually draw digital stuff a lot more than other mediums because of how much practice. I don't know. It's just easier, to change colors. But I have to confess that it's a lot more calming to use physical materials. I think I need to do that more. Look how cute this little guy looks. I really like this. He has the same dad face as the ceramic I have in my table. I did that too. As you can see, it's a little bit scary. It was supposed to be a strawberry, but we don't talk about that. So I'm just trying to do this light wash, I think, because I don't know how you call this. It's just a light pressure on the orange all over the drawing, and then I'm going to do a little bit harsher on the edges to create some shadows. And when I add other colors, I think it makes the shadows even more interesting. Because in real life, the shadows also have different colors, you know? It's not just black or a darker color. Usually has like some purple tones or warmer colors on it. Here I'm already trying to do some shadows just by applying the same color with a little bit more pressure. The reference pictures really helps when you're creating the shadows because you can see on the original picture where you have the shadows, like in his bum and a little bit in his legs, like in the middle of it. And other parts you can just, add whatever you think it fits, like I'm doing under his arms. What do you guys like to do when you're drawing? When I was drawing this, I was watching, I think was a podcast. I'm really into gossip of things I never heard before. Like I hear a lot of these tea channels and I never know anything about the people they're talking about. I just think the stories are interesting, but I don't necessarily want to be involved in anything. I'm curious to know what you guys watch. Maybe you guys like to listen to music. I think I like music only to work out or drive. So I added some purple in the shadows and I think it gave some depth. I'm sorry about how I pronunciate things. English is not my first language. I think you already know this by now. I was thinking about this yesterday, how I need to be a little bit better in speaking English, but then I thought about how I'm not even that good in speaking my own native language. So I think there's not much I can do about it. I hope you can understand me. I'm taking my time blending the colors together. I really like doing that. It's just kind of calming, I think. But you need to know when to stop. I think I'm done with his body and I'm going to move on. I really like this character. What name should I give him? Or her? I think he looks like a he. I don't know why. It kind of looks like a Pokemon that never existed. Maybe a blend of Pikachu and I don't know the name of the other one. Bulbasaur? I think that's the name. Maybe if those two had a child, that would be him. Pokies? No. Pikasaur? Leave in the comments if we should name him Pikasaur. Listen, if you just want to draw and you just don't want to hear me yap about random things, I won't be sad if you just mute this video and do something else. Just keep watching on mute. I thought about just leaving music. Comment down below if you think that was a good idea. I honestly like to have something to hear when I'm drawing, even though I won't be paying that much attention. So maybe that's you as well. I don't really like the shadows that I created on that leaf, but it's not that bad. I think I did a better job in his body, and then I kind of lost myself when doing his head. Maybe I should have left mostly white and then just do some shadows in purple. But it looks cute either way. I actually lost some of the footage of the end of this drawing, where I was just adding a little bit of green, and I did also some grass under him. But you can see most of the drawing, so I included that footage anyways. Here's the end. He looks really cute. I really like this one. So the second one that I chose was a cat astronaut exploring space. And the colors were dark purple, silver, and bright orange. This one was an easy one because obviously I was going to choose the one that has a cat on. I used this reference of a cat in a really weird pose because I think when I draw cats, I usually do the exact same thing, and I wanted to do something different for this one. And he was going to be on space, so I thought that this was perfect for it. And since we are using orange, I'm also going to be inspired by my own cat. His name is Kenny, and he's an elderly cat. And he's white and orange, so he's going to be my muse for this drawing. I also have 2 black cats, and one is white and black. I think you call them tuxedo cat. Here we call them frajola. So yeah, I'm a cat lady. I think you can see Kenny on my wrist tattoo, the one that I'm using to draw. So there is a sneak peek of Kenny for you. This one I'm having a little bit more trouble drawing, just to get the pose right. It's really just about observing and erasing what you need to erase. After drawing a lot of times the same thing, I think you can go a little bit easier because you already know how things are. It's just a matter of practice. Obviously, I don't have a lot of practice in this type of position of a cat. I have a picture of an astronaut, but in the end I just added a circle around the cat's head to look like he's an astronaut. I didn't do the outfit, I thought it was just going to be cuter if he was a regular cat. I tried to add the earth behind, but I didn't really like how that turned out. Let's pretend I didn't do that. I don't love the color combination for this one. I guess because I don't really like silver and golden on drawings. At least the ones that I make. It doesn't inspire me a lot. I feel that these colors, like golden and silver, they are a little bit more fancy. I don't know why I think that. Because of weddings and stuff like that. I work a lot with graphic design, and usually you use those colors for luxury stuff, and I'm usually a more fun type of girl stuff. I like the other color combinations a lot better. But we have orange and purple, which helps. I think these color combos were a really fun thing to add in the prompt. I think it makes the challenge a lot more fun. And you don't have to think about what colors you're going to choose. I think when you have so much colors to choose, it can be a little bit frustrating to do combinations that work. And I usually add too many colors, and then I ended up not liking how they work together. So I'm just erasing everything just lightly. I still can see the traces. In this case, it was a good idea to do that because I had a lot of mistakes. So now that I'm going to trace with the dark purple, it's not going to be so visible, so it doesn't look like I made a lot of mistakes in the drawing. I usually use a lot of paints when I'm working on my sketchbook. My sketchbook is not the kind of sketchbook that you see on YouTube. It is a complete mess. I don't use just for sketching. I used to paint on another place, like when you need to swatch colors and stuff like that, so it's just really messy. So using colored pencils is a great option for me because I don't really have to make a whole lot of mess. I think sketchbooks are supposed to be messy. It's just me that thinks like that. Even though the drawings that I did today, they look really polished, actually, close to the ones that I did before. I guess sketchbooks are about experimenting stuff, and that's what I usually do. But it's nice to have one or another polished illustration or drawing. I need to be more organized because I remove the pages of the sketchbook. I usually buy the ones that has the spiral like this one because it's easier to remove. And I have a bunch of drawings and paintings all over the house. I need to organize them. I think there's illustrations lost around everywhere. Sometimes I found them and I remember that I have ever done them. I think, oh yeah, I did this. Jesus. I like to save them. I don't throw them away, even though I don't like a lot of them. I guess it's nice to see what you're thinking in the past when you're painting something. You think about how you're a complete different person. It is nice to think about that. Even when you're drawing just for fun, I feel like you add some of your personality and the way that you're feeling, even though you're not really trying to do that. So your older drawings can work like a diary even. I think about the people that study paintings and these really old painters from history. Like sometimes they never told what they mean when they were making a painting. Like they didn't have like social media or something written saying like this is what I meant when I drew this or paint this. And these specialists, they come up with, theories of what that might have meant to that, time and what they could be feeling. And then they have to study the, background of the artist to try to understand what they were thinking. And I think we can do that to our own paintings. Like you see a drawing and then you try to understand what that could mean now that you have gone through everything you in the past have. That's a nice exercise. I do that sometimes. Like times that I was a bit more sad, and I can see in the paintings a side of myself that I didn't realize at the time. But now that I went through everything, my mind's a little bit more clear and I can understand myself a bit better. This cat, I won't ask for you to name him because his name is Kenny, my muse for this drawing. Kenny the cat astronaut. This one I had more issues doing the shadows, I think, because the reference picture you can really see where the shadows are because the cat is fully black, and I had to imagine where the shadows could be. So I kinda added on places that I don't think I should. Like his leg is like in the front of his paw. I think I shouldn't have added, but it's okay. He looks pretty cute regardless. I'm curious to see what you are drawing. I ended up really liking how the orange and purple interact with each other. It creates this warm shadow. Looks really cool, almost brown. think I should. I think I'm going to do another video without watching something, or maybe using headphones, because I really like when you can hear the sounds of the pencils and the drawings. Not exactly ASMR, but kind of ASMR. I don't have the microphones that you can do ASMR, but I think it's nice when you can hear. I think I'm going to do something like this next. I'm thinking about doing something with paint as well. I really like watercolors, but maybe I won't be doing 3 because you have to wait to, the paint dry, and this video is supposed to be like something quicker and fun, something that you can just don't have to think about it. I think paint, if you add too much things, it gets a little bit too messy and I get a little bit stressed out, so 1 is enough. The earth behind Kenny looks weird, as you can see. I honestly gave up on it. But Kenny looks cute, and the little star too. Here I'm just adding this light layer of orange. I don't think I needed to, but it's okay. I think I wanted to make everything a little bit warmer. The shadows in his tail look really cool. I really like how that turned out. It's almost golden. What do you think? I really like this one. Honestly, I like all of them. So our last prompt is a giant flower with hidden words inside. And the colors for this one is bright magenta, leafy green, and sky blue. I think this color combo is my favorite one from the 3. And I really, really like the theme as well. I chose these 2 flowers, and I'm going to add little worlds inside the vase and maybe inside the flower as well. Maybe no, I already did that. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I just forgot that I'm speaking from the future. I really like how this one turned out. From the 3, is my least favorite, but I really like this concept. I want to do this concept again for a painting later. I really like the contrast of really small worlds and really big flowers. I think this looks really interesting. I have a a little of a hard time drawing this flower because I don't think I ever drew this type of flower. I don't really know what is the name of this flower in English. In Portuguese I think is copo de leite, which translates to glass of milk. Because it looks like a glass full of milk. If you know the name of this flower, please let me know in the comments. The other one in the right, I have no idea. But it's really pretty, both of them. What do you guys think about the reference pictures that I chose? Do you like them? I really like having 2 reference pictures, so you don't have to do the exact copy of one. You can blend things together. I think that makes things more fun. And it's more creative as well. I think ChatGPT did a great job with these prompts. I didn't thought it was going to be this fun. I really thought it was going to be like, instead of a whole phrase, it was going to be like, draw a fruit. Something like that. They did like whole phrase with the concept. That was pretty cool. I encourage you to do the same thing. Ask ChatGPT what to draw. It will tell you something and you will like it. Probably. I confess that I don't use a lot of AI stuff. I really like ChatGPT for tarot readings. I discovered that you can ask for ChatGPT to do interpretations of the cards of the tarot. So I don't really know how to read them. Like I have to study a little bit more to understand. So I just, play the tarot and then the cards are coming and I'm asking ChatGPT what it means. And it is really good. Like the interpretation is really good. And I also use AI to help with answering emails. I have a really hard time writing emails. And I have a lot of clients that speak English, so that makes everything even harder. So I usually write everything in my own words, and then I ask AI to improve what I said and make it a little bit more professional. So it isn't fully AI, but it helps me a lot with that. Do you guys use AI for something else? I know people use a lot for making, art as well and music. I confess that that's something I'm not really interested in. Just because, being a little bit weird for me as an artist to use AI. And also, I don't really like how it looks and it sounds. Like AI music and AI art have this certain visual that I don't really like a lot. Maybe I have seen something in AI that I liked, but I wasn't able to notice that was AI. But the ones that you are able to notice, I think it looks kind of creepy, honestly. like those AI images that you see on Facebook that elderly people think it's real. Those are so scary to me. Everything looks real, but unreal at the same time. Is the type of realism that scares me a little bit. So I'm just erasing everything lightly again to retrace everything with the color pencil. I tried to add a hidden world inside the flower, but I think the cooler one is the island inside the vase. I think it's easier to understand that in the vase. I think I need to work a little bit more on the flower when if I'm going to repaint and redraw this one, but I think I am. I guess that's something nice about this exercise, that it makes you work on something that is really different, like this concept. I wasn't thinking about that and I drew that, so that's really cool. It makes you go on different directions. That's what I meant. Where are you guys from? I'd love to know. I am from Brazil, and I'm doing this video speaking in English just because I think it can reach a lot more people. Because, even though I speak Portuguese and that's my native language, I watch a lot of content from people around the world that speak Portuguese, and these are people that not necessarily are from places that have English as their main language. Of course, I also watch those, but I think it's a lot more people that you can reach when you talk in English, so that's why I chose to do that. Even though my English is not the best. It's a running joke that people from Brazil ask for forgiveness for not being able to speak English and then speak absolutely perfectly English. That's not my case, obviously. But I don't think I am able to speak better than this. I have been speaking English for a while now. I'm able to speak with clients, but even then, it's not perfect. But I'm not so harsh on myself. Again, what I have told you, I'm not that good at my own native language as well. Portuguese is hard, I had a little bit of a hard time trying to do the reflex on the vase and this transparency. You're probably going to see that in the end. I guess I needed to have a background color to recreate the same as the reference picture, because if I just left the white as the highlights, it just doesn't really work because the background is white and it doesn't have the effect of transparency. I don't know if you can understand what I'm trying to say. I think I needed to have painted the background, maybe in blue as well. But I didn't really want to do background because it's just a lot of work, and I would have wanted to do like the whole page. And that's not the point of this practice. Perfection wasn't the goal. The goal is to try to create something new. And I think I have achieved that. I hope you do too, in your house. I think this activity could be fun as well, using oil pastels, like those crayons. I have some of those, and I confess that they are a little bit hard for me, so maybe it would be good to work with them just to get a little bit more used to. I feel that you can't be super hard on trying to do details because it's not really possible to do details, and you have to let go of that. With color pencils you can, sharpen them up and do really tiny things. Like for this prompt, I think that the oil pastels wouldn't be so good. Like I did a really tiny boat inside the vase, and I wouldn't be able to do that with the oil pastels. As you can see, I'm struggling to do the transparency, but I think I'm going to work on something else while I think about it. No, I'm going to do something else. I worked on an illustration, I think was last month, that had a lot of reflections. It was like this big reflective, geometric things. And I spent like a whole entire week trying to understand. And I don't think I fully understand how to paint that. It looks nice, like the final result. You can see that on my last video, it was the Lady Gaga album cover. If you want to see that, is on my channel. It's something with Lady Gaga on the title. I'm not sure what the title is, but you can look for that. It is like a vlog, and I talk about rejection as an artist. So if you're interested in that, You don't really need to be a Lady Gaga fan to watch that video. It's mostly about art and, you know, being an artist. And I create that album with the reflections. I did that mostly digitally. That's a hard word. Digitally. I did most of the illustration digitally, but I like to create parts of it with paint and stuff. You can watch the whole process there. I really like creating album covers. I think you can go a little bit crazy with it because, I don't know, with book covers you have to be a little bit more specific, and with music it's a lot more open to interpretation, you know. But I like doing both. I think book covers and album covers are my favorite type of work, you know, when working with clients and stuff, and for fun as well. As I have told you before, I have this background of graphic design, so I have to work a lot with authors and musicians. So that's a really cool side of that job. I have a really hard time with logos, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna have to do one this month, and I'm already struggling mentally that I'm going to have to do that. I have to say that lately this magenta color has been one of my favorites. I think I used in every work that I did recently. And the combination with green, I love it. And when I was drawing this, I blended with this sky blue, and it created this lilac color, and I love this. It's lilac or lavender, I think that's the same thing. These are some of my favorite colors. Green, like darker green, magenta, and lilac, lavender. Which one? Whatever. These are my favorite colors right now. I just looked to what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing a dark green shirt and a lavender shorts. And my water bottle is pink. It's not exactly magenta, but it's on the family of magenta. And my phone case is also lavender. Yeah, I really like those colors. I think they work really good together as well. Maybe that's why I like them. I really like color combinations. I think they make me feel happy somehow, just having them around. Colors have that effect on me. In the past, I only had black colors on my closet, like my clothes are always black. And lately, I've been trying to add more colors to it. I think I'm rebranding myself. I'm a lot happier now. Maybe that's why I'm going to more colorful stuff. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? Maybe not. Maybe it does. I don't know. I am blending the green with the magenta. I think it looks really cool as well. I think green and magenta together create some kind of brown, but really light because I didn't add too much pressure. It looks kind of nice. I'm not sure if it turned out brown. I think it would be a lot more brown if I had applied more pressure. Now that I'm watching, I see that the vase is really crooked. It was supposed to be round. That did not happen. Look at the blending of the blue and the magenta. It creates this beautiful lavender color in between. That's my favorite. Do you use TikTok? I have a TikTok account, but I struggle a lot there. I think I'm starting to understand what people like to watch on social media, and unfortunately is not what I like to post. Not that I like, but what I usually think about posting. I don't think people like that format. I'm going to add my handle in the end of the video. If you have an account there or on Instagram and you want to see what I'm talking about, just make sure to follow me, and I love to see what you post as well if you're an artist. Let's connect. I think I had a harder time doing this one. I really like doing it, but I think I spent more time doing this one because I didn't have like a clear image in my head of what I was going to do. So I took a lot of time doing this one. And I think I'm definitely going to work more on this concept. I have a lot of other work that I play with the idea of having like something gigantic and something really tiny contrasting. I think I really like this concept. Definitely my favorite prompt, even though we have one with a cat. I think my favorite, like the final drawing, I think it was the first one, the forest creature. I think that one turned out really cute, and I really like
how the color turned out, so like the blending and the shadows. I think that one is the cutest. That's why I added in the thumbnail. I think that was the best one. But I'd love to know which one you liked best. Was it the forest creature as well, or Kenny the astronaut cat, or the giant flowers with hidden worlds inside? Let me know in the comments. I really like the format of this video, like just drawing. I think that I would be really happy if a lot of people like this format as well, so I could do more. It is way easier to edit as well because there isn't a lot of cuts. You know, I miss videos that doesn't have a lot of cuts to watch, you know, like I think there are times in my day that I need videos like this, and there's times that I need the content with a lot of cuts and a little bit, you know, shorter. But like for drawing and I don't know, cleaning the house, I prefer these longer videos that you don't really have to pay much attention. And when I'm going, I'm done. Here's the final illustration, the final drawing. What do you think?
We did it! I love for you to share with me what you did today. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle here on the screen somewhere. So make sure to tag me. I love to see it. And if I didn't choose the prompt that you wanted to work today, make sure to leave that in the comments and we can do that in another video. I'm thinking about maybe using watercolor next. I think that could be fun. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like if you like this activity and this type of video. And I see you in the next one. Bye!